Ladies and gentlemen and others, welcome back to House of Fate, House and Fata Morgana. Where last left off, we found the mysterious fate of the white girl, what really happened to Giselle and Mikhail, and everyone else. Now I'll begin the maid's tale. Listen to this, Morgana. Listen to this, Morgana. Mikhail is back. She finally came for me, but she doesn't remember anything of the scenes. Not me, not her past, nothing. She saw me and was afraid, in fact. Are you listening, Morgana? Ah, dearly beloved Giselle. You poor, pitiful soul. That must have been quite harrowing. But don't worry, you still have me. Besides, this might not be your only chance. As long as you continue on, Mikhail could appear before you again. Do you think she will remember me? Do you think she will remember me next time? I cannot say. It's up to Mikhail. You do have another option, though. Forget Mikhail yourself. You got a new master. Someone who can be yours. Someone dedicated and faithful who needs you. Someone worthy of this match. Someone who needs me? That's right. Mikhail didn't need you after all. It's alright. Don't worry. You have plenty of time. As we transition to faded black. I always like this. And we all know the maid's tale. We all know what happened with the Rose Manor family. We all know what happened. They would flirt. She would find happy. But too bad. This fate was never meant to happen. After all, it's just Michael. Just turned into a girl. Oh boy. Yep, those two would fight. Dearest Mel and Melly would fight over the white-haired girl. Man, this is a sad tale for sure. It's short and brief, but it's a quick summary, because we already went through these events already. It is sad. Yep. There's Dearest Mel and Mikhail in the library. They're talking. And as the maid said, if it was up to her, she would grab both. Mel and Nellie take her hands and go get away from the man. But I think either way that Morgana herself, she would find the way back. And there's that talk giving. Ah, I see. That's just the but she would never had a chance to wear it at all. And the dreaded night of Michael running away, along with the white-haired girl, Mikhail. It was really just Michael. Dun, dun, dun. I always loved the music of this game. It's so interesting. Ah, there it is, the same street that we were on plenty of times beforehand. And here comes the maid. Well, not really. Michael's fate was set and sealed for days. It's raining again today. I kind of wonder what happened to him. Okay, it's raining again today. I don't wonder what happened to him after he fled from the mansion. Although, I suppose it doesn't matter to me. The witch is surely watching him. Such a stressful storm. It sounds like someone's crying. Dun 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 dun. I was at that point completely out of my mind, broken. My smile frowned and grasped all in place with intimidation. But shortly after, the Flexator boy moved out of the house and went on becoming a priest. The girl fell ill a few years later. Her disease eventually took her. The boy never once returned home. The Rhodes family crumbled. I couldn't bring myself to grieve for them, or to reflect on hate and sorrow for them. Simply waited for time to move once more. It would, and I know what happened to Dearest Mel. If you read the short stories, Mel would become a priest, but shortly after his own sister's death, he would jump off a building and take his own life. And now, as for the young man who did Nellie, he too became ill of poison. Little remains to be said about my broken soul. But I say before we begin, this is the Maid's Tale. So let's take this opportunity to elaborate on events I was unable to show you before. That is, if you can bear to listen to such a damn dimsel miserable story. The beast. I already told you my meeting with the beast, so I begin with the second tale from here. After the beast, I slaughtered the merchant who showed up to the mansion. His mad laughter echoed through the halls. Oh god. you Did you hear that? Did you hear screams? He said I was a monster. A mutilated body laid sprawled across the door. As you can imagine, this is my first time ever seeing such a bloody mangled corpse. I could not look directly at it, so I averted my eyes. Hey, you saw it. I just proved that beasts are stronger than humans. Indeed you did. I know. I've got a great idea. You asked if I want to become the master. And I said I did. Which means you work for me, isn't that right? So you do whatever I tell you, won't you? What would you have me do? Chop his arms and legs and make stew out of them. And don't you hesitate, or you end up like him. Yes, master. He's trying to resort to his total dominance, or assert his total dominance. That's never proper behavior for the master. Although, I am the one who offered him the role. Do it. He's an utter mad beast. But I'm already that. But am I really that different? There's a blood on my hands. Sounds like someone's laughing. It's him, or is it her? No matter what happens, it won't affect me. The cocoon is not the real me. Ouch. Tasty. I was looking down what could only be described as a pile of human debris. I had done this, but the fact did not register with me. I felt nothing at all. No regret, not anger, no sorrow or despair. Put in the fire. He said he traded in spices. That should give him a very unique flavor. How am I supposed to work with this? I was quite simply puzzled. No one had ever made such a request of me in 120 years at the mansion. That's all I was puzzled. His interpretation, it has hesitation and fear. So he grabbed me by the shoulder, knocked me to the floor, and skewered me with a curious blade. The first few moments he wore that deranged grin of his. But the second passed, the solution transformed to shock. Not a drop of blood spilled from my beast. At that instant, he realized I was something else in his eyes. Him, of all people, a man who cracked and slaughtered others, was disgusted by a mere maid. I was absurd. So much so, I almost wanted to cry. You. Is that all, master? Are you not gonna dismember me? You could try stabbing me in my face, or my neck, on my stomach, or any other part of me. Perhaps then I might die. Oh now, don't look at me like that, like I'm some exotic creature. Stop that! Quit laughing! Why should I? My only distinctive feature is my smile. I have nothing else. My hands are covered in blood, but I can still smile. That's ridiculous. I get it now. You're the witch, aren't you? I see. Only monsters have ever had a place here. Every so often I hear a woman's voice in my head. That's you, isn't it? You're the witch. Monster. Witch? Maid? What am I? Who is Gazette Giselle. Michael said she was a spirit, true to herself. She often laughed and cried and shouted. No. But I don't know no one like that. I'm just a maid, nothing more than a servant. The woman's voice he had said he heard was probably the real Rich, but I had no interest in that. I almost would have preferred not have to think about anything at all. Nothing could cause me to weaver if my head was empty. A world without joy or sorrow sounds quite wonderful, but nothing ever went that way, the way I planned. For the white-haired girl whom I thought I would never see again appeared to me once more. I was quite nearly in a panic. Beneath my perfectly practiced smile was a storm of emotions. Faint hope flared within my shell. Perhaps this time, Michael would remember me. But that hope was spiraling in vain for the tale that we truly know. The white-haired girl once again. Is someone there? Yes. I came to ask you if there's anything you needed. I could offer you anything extravagant, not like before, but I'm here to provide you with anything in my capacity. I appreciate the offer, but I need nothing. Being allowed to stay the night is more than enough. Do you work here in the mansion? Yes, indeed I do. I've been here for a very, very long time. Oh, yes, she has. A very long time? You might think this is an odd question, but have we met before? Something about you seems familiar. And I get this feeling that I have been in this mansion before. Yes, we have met. It was quite some time ago though. When was that? It was unimaginable long time ago. Do you remember a boy and a girl with flaxen hair? Flaxen hair? I apologize. My memory fails me. Do you not remember me either? I was afraid of this. She doesn't remember anything this time either. But I will not be so pushy this time. You could not bear to be blatantly rejected again. I see. You should probably not push yourself to remember then. There were joyous times and there were less joyous than times. But you would be so kind to answer one question. What might your name be? My name? My name is Michael. White hair, red eyes. Are they Michael? Why must you continue to bring me pain? Why must you continue to bring me pain? Why can't you not set me free as you're supposed to? I see. So you are Michael again. Again? You should get some rest. I'll make tea for you in the morning. Also, go on, close your eyes. Oh, what's happening? The white girl lay so quietly in her bed I could not tell whether she was asleep or awake. Even the sound of her breathing was so faint to hear. Standing over her, looking down at her, the locked away despair and wails of lamentation, I thought to myself, no longer capable came bubbling back to the surface. But can you honestly blame me? I've been waiting for Michael for so long. She was the one thing that holds me up. She was the only thing keeping my broken self from falling apart completely. Yet she claimed not to remember me. Did you pity her? Having to go through tragedy after tragedy, but every time she showed up, she said she should not know me and bringing me more and more grief. I've been waiting for hundreds of years. Waiting for her for so long. My mind slipping away with every passing day. Waiting and waiting. My apologies. I have been too careful. Have to be careful, or I'll slip back to what I was then. Even if you weren't holding my hand now, tell me, you are Michael, aren't you? That is a relief to hear. Yes, thank you. I am alright. Do you think I'm a muddle as I feel? Let's return to the tale then. You don't know what it feels like. You don't know how much it hurts for someone you waited so long for to say that they don't know you. You have no idea how much it crushes me. rather than feel like this anymore. Maybe I should just end it all in my own hands. Reach my hand towards her slender neck. I was not especially strong, but I thought even I would be able to suffocate her with both sleeves. She was blind at that, so she would be able to run. However, that was the one thing I could bring myself to do. I can't do it. She runs away, and the beautiful music still like that ran and ran, although I knew I would run. Why was so romantic, but I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to have anything to do with her. Being inhuman inhabitable the house. I could not close my eyes and punch my ears for what happened within its walls. As much as I may have wanted to. It didn't matter where I was. I had to say in the matter, I was forced to observe the events of their tragic conclusion. Twisted, bloody madness. Their wretched wails creating a whirlwind of misery. When it was all over, we're gonna crack like a little girl. Go on! You have to laugh too, my dear. Holy shit, that was pretty cool. There's nothing in the world better than this. He was a beast through and through. And what fool he was to think he could become human. Ah, I love it. He destroyed everything he had with his own hands. And then he could even manage to mourn for it. Quite the unfortunate tale, wouldn't you say? Go on, laugh with me, my darling, devoted Giselle. Michael is dead too, though. You worried too about the tiny little details, my dear. She'll show up again, of course, so you don't need to worry about a thing. You don't need to feel bad about any of this carnage. Rest easy, my darling, devoted Giselle. If you say so, madam, then I shall not be concerned. That's good. Laugh, my dear. In another time skip again. I'm kind of glad this one was shorter than the last one, because the last one was kind of longish. Then again, we had to know how she became the maid, so that makes more sense. Here we go, the last date. 1863. I apologize for making you listen to my dreadful story for so long. You must be quite wary of them by now. But worry not, for this is the final one. Despite being the end, it is neither dramatic nor exciting. It was a single phrase, the most insignificant of things. It caused me to completely lose myself and forget that I had long ago been the woman called Giselle. There was no malice in it. It was but a simple greeting. Do you remember how the first time she arrived? Michael, she said, had particular presence about me. She felt something there was between us. And the second time she said there was something familiar about me. She didn't remember why, but her soul recognized the bonds we shared. So I assumed the next time she showed up, she'd feel something even stronger, or perhaps even her memories. Despite having been laying down again and again, I still held on to the things faint glimmer of hope. But when she appeared, she was someone else's wife. Hey, head maid, get out here. I'm right here, sir. Is anything the matter? I figured you'd get to know her as soon as possible. She's been spending a lot of time looking after her. Hey, get out of here! Christ! There's not a goddamn confined bone in your body, is there? I'm sorry, I'll be right out. The first thing she said when she said it to me was, "It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you." What had I spent all that time waiting for? It was for a thought it was all meaningless. In this era, she felt nothing for me at all. Yeah, in retrospect, it makes enough sense. For me at that time, that was the end. Oh boy. Morgana! Morgana! Fata Morgan. Cast me into darkness. Make me a formless being like you. I don't want to be here another second. I won't even look at her ever again. Morgana! Morgana! Please, listen to me. I'm begging you. Ooh, where is she? Now. What's the matter, my dear? It's not like you to throw a tantrum. I can't take it anymore. I can't do this. Ah, Mikhail again. Oh, you poor thing. Betrayed 3 times now. Morgana. You pitiful girl. Don't groan like you're having a bad dream, my dear. Ah, here for you. Please, Morgana, erase me from existence. If you go away, then I will be all alone. And that would be absolutely dreadful. But I... Tell me, what torments you, my dear? What? Michael, who I've been waiting for so long doesn't... Oh, you poor thing. You spent a long riding in the currents of time that you lost sight of yourself. What? You convinced yourself that someone else's story is your own story. Is someone else? Yes, indeed. I was such a beautiful, tragic tale you fell in love with. It resonated so deeply with you that you felt their pain as if it were your own story. What are you talking about? I want to tell you, my dear, but you were so convinced in actually what happened to you, I couldn't bring myself to take it away. Then, what about Michael? She's not the one you've been waiting for, and you are not hers either. And then, what about Giselle? That is not your name. Then, who am I? Who are you? Oh, that's a very simple question. You are this mansion's cursed witch. The witch. And that you are. You're both the maid and the witch. But how do you truly believe that someone who has eternal life, who doesn't bleed when they are cut, and can smile no matter what happens to her, isn't a witch? How much of this Giselle's memories do you actually possess, my dear? How clearly do you remember her life? You can't, can you? You don't know what kind of soul Giselle and Micah wove. And you wouldn't, because you are merely an onlooker, much like you are now for this present tale. But by contrast, how much of this witch story do you know? You should know it very well. Yes, but that's because you... No, my telling is not the reason. The details are rooted deep within your memories. And then, that's right. You are the cursed witch Morgana. But you, I am you. You split into two because you refused to accept who you were. Think about it. Have I ever shown myself to you? Have I ever shown myself to anybody? That's why I am the witch. That you are. I see, it all makes sense now. Everything is falling into place. There's one thing I still don't understand, though. This story that was placed within me. Giselle's and Michael's stories. What kind of story was it? I'd be glad to tell you. You look like you're ready to know the truth. The truth? I believe every word she said. All my words melted away like they were nothing. The sight of the white-haired girl no longer kicked my ways in heart. In fact, I felt myself wishing for a place and had to find happiness. I was an observer, watching and hoping for the best. A tragedy that befell her did sadden me. But I felt bad for her like I would a character in the story. Oh boy. And we all know where this led to. The famous wheel, the fence wheel. Jacopo and... I brought you your medicine, master. Thank you. Just set it down over there. Yes? What are you staring at? My apologies. I was simply musing about how much time has passed. I can hardly believe it's been 40 years since you were a bright, young businessman, huh? And you haven't aged a day. Why, thank you. I'm a witch after all. Well, that doesn't care about. Well, I don't care what you are. You could be the Grim Reaper for all I care. You could still work harder than anyone else. May I ask you a question, Master? What is it? Why have you never returned to your homeland? I thought it was a place quite dear to you. I can't wait for her back there. Do you still believe that she will return? To a degree, yes. I understand how difficult it can be to wait. Though for me, wanting to know brings me more joy than pain. With your lifespan, Master, it will be pain that wins out. Perhaps you consider letting go. And tell me, what was her name? Really? Michael? Why, yes, it most certainly was. But why would you ask such a thing? Have you forgotten your own wife's name? You have waited too long. You have waited so long that it would seem like me. Some part of you begins to break down. You poor man. You know, you look a lot more pitiful than me. Oh my. But then we would know the rest of the story. And what would happen, I think. Maid said, "Oh, there you are. What has you in such a flurry, my dear? You're a noble servant. You must maintain your composure at all times. But the master, what about him? He was found deceased in his chambers. The doctor just came out. He said it was his ailment. It seems like the master knew his time was short. For he left a will, asking not to give a funeral." I see. I feel bad for him, though. Not only did he not have everyone at his side for his final moments, he didn't want to be sent off at all. Isn't that sad? It's for the best. There's not a single soul left in this world who can send him off. Except for the maid. With your era drawn to an end, the mansion will soon return to existing nowhere in this world. I wonder when the next one will be like. I wonder if misfortune shall befall on her once more. And that would be quite grateful. Perhaps I could convince her of her tragic fate. She'd be willing to disappear from this realm with me. And when she wishes to fight the fate, perhaps she'll become my next master. And calling her master seems inappropriate. But I think of a world that fits better. I eagerly await the next era. Please not keep me waiting long, master. Which leads us to this event right now. That is happening right now in the story. Because we already know all the stories. We know each and every last one of them. And the song picks up once more, one more time. Time pressed onward. And then at long last you arrive. Ooh, symbolism. That is excellent. Oh, splendid. You've finally awoken. I have been waiting so long for this moment. Taking this mansion all by my lonesome. Ensuring it was ready for your return, master. Whatever that time may be. When I got sight of you through the window, my heart fluttered. The time has finally arrived. Oh? Oh my, you don't know who I am? Do you not know who you are either? This is quite a predicament. I love how we see it from this angle, this perspective. Then how about this? I am the servant of this mansion. As such, I am familiar with many incidents that have taken place here. I shall show the history of this mansion, master. Let us be off then, and fear not. I really entreat you not to let go of my hand. Should you hold on tightly, you do not need to worry about being washed away by the waves of history. No matter what happens, you mustn't let go of my hand. And there we are. There's Michael. The real Michael, or one pronounces the name. Either way works. No matter what happens, no matter what you see, never again let go of this hand. And that is everything. I remember some things. That when she was finished with her tale, but I cannot manage to put any of them into words. I almost hate myself for thinking that it would be so easy. For letting myself hope, I can only simply pull her back together to her old self. Accepting whatever can happen to her. Take her hand in mine, and that would solve everything. Truth is, so much worse than I imagined. So much more harrowing. So much did not own your own terrible fate. For every single one of those household tragedies, the tales she told, the things she witnessed with her own eyes. How can I possibly be forgetting herself after so many hundreds of years? No, I should be. Why? Why didn't you come for me? Why couldn't I have returned before she was so far gone? Why? Why did you show up now? Giselle, because you opened the door to my memories, and now I remember everything? But I didn't want to remember. I didn't want to remember all those empty years, all the people who passed on, leaving me behind, of you who refused to show up no matter how much I begged. I am not the Giselle you know anymore. I have my memories, but I cannot go back to that time. My hands are stained with blood, my soul worn thin. The girl who laughed at the simple things, would tell you silly jokes and was afraid to speak them out, doesn't exist anymore. That Giselle is dead. How can you say I'm the same girl? How can you say I feel the same way I did? How can you be sure that even now, I still love you? Can you deny the possibility that I no longer yearn for you, but the white-haired girl? Can you deny the possibility that my love for you has transformed into hate? She brings her hands up towards my throat. I make no attempt to move out of her way, but her fingers brush against my skin that feel as frigid as death itself, far cooler than anything I've felt from her thus far. If she would wrap her hands around my neck, she couldn't even have to squeeze to stop me from breathing. This is the fork in my road. One word will decide everything. My arm reached her. I have to say something before the cloud runs my nerves. I'm pretty sure Morgana's gonna interfere with something. She leans into my arms just as cold as ever. Her warmth-deprived body feels like the embodiment of all my mistakes. I wrap my arms around her, and I'm immediately filled with unparalleled relief. Even as she sobs into my chest, her body ice cold as ice. And then, ooh, the darkness parts. Ah, I see the back up over there. We are once more at the top of the observation tower. It's still shrouded in miasma of shadows, but we're back at the mansion now. We emerge from the darkness in her heart. Michael. Yes. I'm so sorry. For what? I never should have erased you from my memories. You are the memories I need to hold on to the tightest. I'm so glad, like you say, you still love me, even after learning the truth about me. Thank you so much. I'm incredibly relieved. As I watched, I felt that you were simply slipping further and further away from me, Giselle. It terrified me. Maybe makes me a coward or pitiful, but I'm truly afraid of you. Afraid of you coming to hate me. I would never hate you ever, Michael, ever. Thank you. We must leave this place. What? It would not be wise for remain here much longer. The air is so thick with darkness. But the front door won't open. If we could get out of here somehow, what would happen to us? We finally found each other after so long. I want to share a quiet, modest life with you like before. What if this all disappears when we step outside? After all, we are... She doesn't finish it, but I feel like I know what she's going to say. We're different now. She stepped far outside the boundaries of morality. And the same could be said of me. I am the man known as Michael is. Long since dead. Man yourself doesn't follow the rules of nature either, as being no longer in possession of their proper forms. Stepping outside these walls could very well mean the end of us. I can't say what might lie in store, but we must return. Even though, by staying here, we could be together for all of time. Don't imagine there will be a very happy life. Just the sun here, a bunch of birds, the trees, a breeze rustling the leaves. If we stay here, then nothing will lead us away. We have finally retained our old selves. We need to take action now while we can. So what if I say I wanted to stay here? Then I'll drag you out. It's almost like we switch places. Back then, it was you who wanted to stay. It's also kind of funny hearing you speaking favorable outside, especially like the sun. That words, that's all thanks to you, Liz, before I can say them. That's why has picked me up so many times. She claims his own redeeming future, but if she didn't have it, my life would have gone in a very different direction. I'm grateful to have gotten that back too. Say, we're in the middle of a very touching reunion, say. I suppose so, yes. And would you say there's a certain way things don't usually go? Huh? Are you really gonna make me say it? I was hoping you might perhaps kiss me. What? What? Oh, seriously, what? What all those boldness from a second go? What's yeah, about the thing that might be more appropriate later. Later, how much later? After we find an exit, we're, you know, in a hurry? You're just making excuses you don't want to. I swear, that's not it. Giselle, let's say that for when we aren't as crazy. Can't relax and enjoy it right now. What are you, 12? Oh, hush. Alright, fine. If you're better, keep your word, got it. Promise. Then let's go then. Let's head away out of the mansion. And if it wasn't time, we should begin to move again. That hopefully where our future waits. It will be. No, we'll make it so. Yes, we will. After we leave the mansion, she realized her soul as well. And in doing so, we should finally provide her. So I mustn't hesitate. Turn this all, both of us, we must start again. This is where we have a cut-off a touch of reunion. What? Ooh, change up music. Here comes Morgana. She is pissed. Darkness. It's a darkness purer than anything I ever expected in the experience of this house. No trace of light anywhere to be found. Why did I ever think the house would let us go easily? Why did I ever think our time in the darkness was over? Michael! Darkness surges through the open door like a wave flooding the observation tower, like ivy growing wildly to cover every last inch of the surface, consuming, defiling, eroding. Our fingers slip apart, and the consecrating rancor rains down upon us. How a hideous world this is! Ooh, no, Michael, please! There she goes. Don't let go of my hand. Whoa. Giselle! Michael! I said I would never let go of her hand again. I said I would never go out of my place. I swore, as hard as I try to stretch, I can't not reach her hand. Ooh. She goes, help, Michael! I can't move. I can't move my body. I went out of my way to give you a beautiful tragedy. So why must we be so stubborn, instant on this ugliness? The more you struggle, my dears, the more thicker and more palpable your filthiness becomes. It's sickening. Wouldn't you agree? She's always better, Bill. Went on song like kids, singing like a little girl, chirping like a morning bird. She celebrates especially, and she watches for the worst possible moments to let off cackle. Morgana! There she is. There's the witch. Well, at least part of her. Oh boy. I swear, you two are hopeless. I pity you, I give you my dearest condolences. Let go. Let me go. Don't. Don't take me away from him. Giselle. The darkness is deeping into her earth, thicker by the moment. Its black triplets are just wrapped around her body. Stop this, Morgana. Stop this, Morgana. Let her go. Ah, wow. Nothing more original. I needed a devoted puppet to protect this mansion for me, so I can't give her up, not even at your request. Besides, why should I give back something you threw away, something you abandoned again and again? What are you talking about? You still haven't figured out, my dear, or are you just feeling ignorance of your own convictions? You always like to withhold anything that might prove disadvantage. Michael. Giselle, give me your hand. Giselle, give me your hand. Reach harder. Reach hard as you can. Grab my hand. I can't do it. It's like I'm tied up. I can't move at all. She's right there. I waited so many hundreds of years for me. Finally managed to reclaim herself, and she's right there. So why can't my hand go any further? Why can't I reach her wrist, hand, or even strand of her flowing hair? I can't even get her back again. Michael! There she goes. Oh, there she goes. The voice is growing fainter and more distant. The darker shouts are taking her away from me. Her arms, her fingers, the hand she led with me, her smiling face, her once glowing grin, and her now even more modest smile, the witch smile, the witch darkness, instilling every last bit of her. Up, and there she goes. Stop. Please don't do this. Take me instead of her. Why does it have to be her? Why her? Morgana. Oh, she's gone now. Holy shit. Holy shit, that's fucking dark. Why? Because your work is done, my dear. By all accounts, as the one who resurrected me, you should have been my guide as well. But you let a silly woman manipulate you. And you gave up your cursing others. And you gave up on cursing others. And then you threw away your life, deluded to thinking you were protecting her. Morgana, you already gave up the position once. Don't you think you can walk up and ask for it back? Set Giselle free. I'll do anything you ask. If you need a puppet, I will be your puppet. If you want more from me, it's yours for the taking. But I can't leave her. She made this cursed mansion and cursed house any longer. You certainly have let your obsession for this girl take its toll on you. I prefer the old, pessimistic, cynical Michael. It wasn't until I met Giselle that I truly became human. She made me into what I was supposed to be. I can't lose her again. Is that so? Well, come to harsh realization soon enough that everything you saw in her, which is a facade, it was not. Alright then, if you want her back so badly, you can have her. But in exchange, you have to entertain me. You will endure mundane agony for me. You will know enough pain to make you hollow. You will face despair again and again and again. If you need her that badly, you can bear anything, can't you? If that is what you want from me. If that will allow her to see the sun once more. Brilliant! Wait, Morgana! As you wish, foolish boy. I was looking for a way to keep busy anyways. So, I'll use you to kill some time. Find your way to me, my dear. Find your way with me without going mad or succumbing to despair. Oh, and do hurry, or she might lose her mind again. Those memories she forced to relive, those 100 years has been locked away in her shell, all that fear that ate her away. It's not to have much reflection on a clear mind, would you say? That's why I need you to be there for her. Why I have to get her out of here? That's my obligation to her. You're the one that go over hand though. Can you put a broken cup back together? The slightest tap in the wrong place will shed all again. Oh God. Oh God. That laugh of hers is spot on. Which crackling fades into the distance. Oh shit. That's fucking brilliant. My outstretched hand is completely engulfed in shells. I can't make the faintest outline out of it all. I can't tell if I'm sinking, floating, being pushed alongside some visible stream, or falling with incredible speed. My eyes are open, but they can't detect nothing. The complete lack of sound is almost painful. Nothing, anything, anywhere. Void, my conscience begins to drift. Vague glimpses of the feeling of her hand in mine. No link to reality. My one and only landmark. Giselle. I must get her back. She waited almost 1,000 years. And now, it's my turn to act. I have the whole resolve, hold it firm, so I can never forget her again. So I'll never lose myself again. Even if I'm consumed by the darkness, you must never back down. You must never look away. You must never lose her. Ooh, where are we going? Title card transition. The house in Fata Morgana. The story behind the story. So this is like what, one big act 2? Hey, Master. Hello? Is anyone there? Master. Oh good. Welcome back. What's got into you? I'm not accustomed to people needing my attention, or I suppose talking face to face after all. What? This is my mansion. Giselle right in front of me, smiling like she always did, smiling for me. You're not hurt, Giselle. You have been alone for 10 years, but now I'm living here with you. So, what do you say that we practice conversations? What exactly are you talking about? Oh yeah, no offense intended. Just thought it'd be nice if I had more back and forth skills. So in short, you're saying I have such a poor conversation skills. I need training. Hey, don't be so snippy. Hey, that's not what I meant. That's not what I want. I'm saying we don't talk enough, and I want to talk to you more. It's fun. No. This is an old memory. But when Joe first returned to the mansion, and we were just starting a new life together. When we were still feeling around in the dark. But what exactly would you like to be talking about then? Each other, of course. If I have nothing to say. Now, let's not be too rash. It could be anything. The things that you don't like. Start with something small, insignificant. Does that even serve a purpose? It does, yes. The more you know about someone, the closer you can feel, the better friends you become. Is that how it works? Now that's out of the way, ask me something. Ask me anything, and I'll gladly answer. Her eyes lit up like a child. Is she really so eager to concern with me? No, this ain't the real memory. What's the matter? Very well, I'll ask anything you want to come to mind. Go for it. Tell me about your family. Do you want to know about my family? Oh, we were pretty normal, I think. No. Yeah, being like... In fact, No, you had a mother, a father. No, we lost your flag when I was young. Maybe that's... No, that is wrong. You had a merchant family. It's like, I don't know. Blood's everything's... She never been betrayed by my family, but see, she can't imagine family being hurting. She had no idea. The closer to you that was supposed to care about anything can be a great enemy. The blood is heavier than shame. Someone... she never betrayed my family. Master, I believe your brothers are still on your side. It's been so long. I don't know if they are. I don't know if they ever think about me anymore. I'm sure they're still your allies. You want to believe it too, don't you? You won't believe that they're not your enemies? I've been together then. And you can believe so. It's so much better to look around the world than the others would. You have to stay positive. One day you'll crack. Always remember to have faith in something that doesn't. I don't understand. She's honest about emotions in a way I simply cannot be. She's the exact opposite of me in that regard. And yet she can still read me. I don't get it. How can she understand me like that? It's not like she can read my mind. If only I could tell her everything. I get all another page in our mindless chatter. Get everything weighing down off my chest. There's something the matter. You're cruel. What? You said you're cruel. I'm sorry? Ignore me. In preparation for the day, you finally came back home. You're going to have to stop being so picky at each other. Where did that come from? Think about how terrible it would be if when that day finally came, you went back sickly and weak and emaciated. You wouldn't be able to enjoy yourself. You're still alright, Master. You're doing okay. Let's try to keep you healthy. Do you like being here? Of course, I love it here. Being with you, being with talk to you like this. See, that I don't understand. Well, why not? I find it difficult to believe that there exists any reason speaking with me would be anything but unpleasant. You're so negative. Oh, hush. Say that, for example, instead of me, there was someone not so pessimistic here. Would you rather be talking to them, wouldn't you? I really do enjoy this, truly. I'll admit, my time here down in that village was far the most part dreadful. But oh, how should I put this? I should really like, yeah, I'm not forcing myself to fit that image. I'm trying to give myself that's okay. And somehow, when I'm here, there's none of that. I don't know why that is. I certainly wouldn't know. I suppose you wouldn't. And now, maybe I think of you as a kid now. Come again? Love talking to kids. What? Hey, don't give me that look. What I'm trying to say is, you're very sincere, Master. You're not going to smile and then stab me in the back when I turn. I can relax on you when I can. I see. You just blushed, didn't you? You're blushing, you little adorable little thing. It's alright. You're allowed to fall for one. Is there any window you particularly like to throw for? But no fun at all. You ever tell me your age? My age? Take a guess. I thought she said she would tell me anything. What is she, Are you 20? Wow, you're exactly right. Surprising a pseudo-master. What's surprising about that? I put together the first try. Have you been secretly watching me? Oh, Master, you're making me blush. What? What's that sound of dread stare? I'm struck with an overwhelming urge to throw you out the window. Oh, you're no fun. Oh, it's your turn now. How old are you, Master? As I recall, I should be 27 this year. Oh, wow, you're much older than I expected. What'd you expect? You are very mellow. That I respect an older man. Every once in a while, you get the impression of a teenage boy. For what it's worth, I meant that in a good way. For what it's worth. Last question. Tell me your preference. Forward of you, huh? My taste is minutes less than you expected to ask you about, Master. I don't recall specifying people. Now, I don't feel the details. It's only natural to be curious. Let me make this about that. That's the last thing I want to talk about. Alright then, tell me about your first crush, Masters. And I have to start. I never had one. Well, no, not by living. I don't know, until 10 years ago, weren't you? Surely there was someone who caught your eyes. There was not. Without missing a beef? Okay, fine.